Hey everyone, and welcome back to History Hounds and Happy Campers. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Laura, also known as Mom. We are still currently based out of our full hookup spot. It is the Santa Cruz Monterey Bay KOA campground in Watsonville. We've been having a great winter trip celebrating Lua officially turning 8 months old and enjoying the coastal air.
But today, we decided to leave the resort life for a bit to hunt down some of the deep Pajaro Valley history. We set our sights on the Castro Adobe, but as we quickly learned, sometimes the road to history is a lot narrower than you expect.
Narrow is an understatement. We end up on the Old Adobe Road, and let me tell you, that is true. One lane experience. If you're a happy camper used to wide highways, this road will definitely wake you up.
Well, I think my knuckles are still a little white from that drive. Old Adobe Road is beautiful. It winds through these massive apple orchards and strawberry fields, but it's strictly one lane in most spots. Make sure you leave your camper at the campground.
Every time we rounded a bend, I was just praying we wouldn't meet a tractor or another truck coming the other way. There's nowhere to go but the shoulder, and even that is a bit of a gamble.
It really highlights how remote this place was when it was built. You're driving through the heart of Watsonville's agricultural engine. It's a bit of a maze, but it's the only way to reach the site.
It was a great test for our history hound, Lua. She sat right in the back, leaning into the curves, just taking in all those farm smells. I think she liked the slow pace of the one lane road.
So we survived the Old Adobe Road. We pulled up to the gates of the Rancho San Andrés Castro Adobe, and
They are locked, tight as a drum.
this is the happy camper reality. Because the Adobe is a state historic park under active restoration, it's only open on specific days. Even though we couldn't go inside to see the famous Monterey Colonial two-story interior, we could see the bones of the building from the fence.
It is still impressive. You can see the 1848 adobe bricks on the first floor and the redwood timber on the second. It survived the 1906 earthquake and the 1989 La Loma Prieta earthquake. Even through the fence, you can feel the weight of nearly 180 years of history.
We didn't get to meet any docents today, but we did meet a local resident. Mom, tell them about our field guest.
We were standing by the perimeter fence, talking about the Castro family, when Lewis' posture completely changed. She went from a relaxed puppy to mountain guardian in a split second.
We looked out into the fallow agricultural field right next to the Adobe grounds, and there he was, a huge coyote.
He was just sitting there, perfectly still, staring at us. He wasn't scared at all. It was such a striking image. The 1840s manor house behind us, and this wild predator sitting in the field.
It was a real history hound moment. Lua didn't bark her head off, she just stood her ground between us and the coyote, letting him know that she was on duty. It's crazy to think that the coyote's ancestors were probably watching the Castro family's cattle from the exact same field in the 1850s. So, we had a one lane adventure, a lock gate history lesson, and a coyote counter. All in all, not a bad afternoon.
I'm just glad we didn't have to go back up that one lane road. Our advice to the pack: check the Friends of the Castro Adobe website or the state parks page before you make the drive. They usually only have open house days once or twice a month.
We're heading back to our full hookup spot now. I think we've earned a fire ring session and a barbecue after navigating the Old Adobe Road.
And Lua definitely earned a treat for keeping that coyote at bay. At 8 months old, she's really showing us what she's made of.
Thanks for following along with our lock gate adventure. Keep your history deep and your trails happy.
And we'll see you on the next ridge.
If you got value from this video, please hit the like and subscribe button.